Who in the AFC West can surprise? Which of the other two? To make it a three-team race.
Denver.
TJ?
Because the Chargers. You're saying besides them?
We're throwing the Chargers in the mix.
Oh, okay. I got confused when
the other two. You got two other ones. Which one can put together a 10-11 win season?
I don't think it's the Broncos, Chris.
You think it's the Raiders then? Or you could say neither.
Can I? Okay, good, because that's where I was leading initially. I don't see either one of them winning 10 games.
Because the Denver Broncos are going to be starting a rookie quarterback.
Facts.
It's going to happen.
Yeah, but he's older than. It's not really a rookie.
Doesn't matter.
I mean,
So it's Brandon Weeden. Once upon a time, I think he's the only rookie quarterback to have an ARP card.
Good one.
In his first career start.
27, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Former Florida State.
Honestly,
60 is better than Brandon Weeden. I mean, come on.
Oh, Brandon Weeden.
61.
All right.
61 career starts. One would think will get him ready. One would think, but opening up against the Seattle Seahawks against the 12s, that's going to be a different ball of wax, sir. I don't know, man. I just think for Gardner Minshew to show up and show out in what one would think, I mean, his last chance saloon to be a starting quarterback in this league.
Feels like it.
That he's going to have a chance, a week one start for Gardner Minshew in the NFL, that if he does not show up and show out and make sure that this Raiders team that won as many games as they did last year, for the good news, to hire Antonio Pierce as their new head coach. But on the other hand, that run that caused them to give the job to Antonio Pierce placed them too darn low in the draft order to get somebody in the draft. Can he do it? That is one of the biggest question marks of the season. And if he does, you want to talk about feel-good story? Dude who looks like he learns the playbook by the light of a jukebox, like Kenny Stabler back in the day, does it for the Las Vegas Raiders in 2024. Slinging it around. Davante Adams is no longer cursing into an NFL Films microphone on the sideline. The Condor leads the defense with Christian Wilkins to the playoffs.
Man,
I would choose them
nice.
over the Broncos of any team that can actually surprise.
Ooh.
So I don't know about they've got Davante Adams. They've got that kid Trey Turner. They've got the law firm Jacoby Myers. They've got that kid Zamir White, who showed up last year in place of the injured Josh Jacobs.
I just think Bo Nix is better than both those guys at quarterback.
Hey,
we know
let's
how
not
important
forget
quarterback is.
Brock Bowers.
Love Brock Bowers. I like their tight end.
Do you want to put that out as a poll question at Rich Eisen Show?
What is the phrasing?
Which AFC West team can surprise the most? Raiders, Broncos. Leave the Chargers out because I think that would be, in light of the singing angel voices, the choice that people would.
Really?
Good, throw them in.
I don't know.
Dude, you don't think that'll be 80%?
Surprise most or would knock off the Chiefs? What do you want to put there?
Well, I don't think anyone
I don't
believes
really want to
that.
word that.
Which AFC
Can be
West
a second
team
playoff team?
can be a 10-win team?
All right.
Just don't include the Chargers. I'm telling you, it'll skew the entire poll. Just leave the Raiders and the Broncos.
Okay.
Thank you.
Rich, you're going to have to expound later on that.
The Chargers had 5 wins last
comment
year.
you made about Kenny Stabler and the jukebox. You have to tell us
I'll tell you right now.
I'd never heard this before.
Yes, that's the phrase that they would use back in the day. Is that when Kenny was, I believe, did John McClain tell us the story?
John McClain told us the story. Yeah.
He's the longtime chronicler of the Houston sports scene of the Houston Chronicle. Talked about how Kenny would be out all ends of the night, and he would basically learn the playbook by the light of the jukebox.
So at least he took his playbook out with him.
No, I just think that was the phrase that he would be, as Rod Woodson once told me, hooting with the Owls. That's another phrase. But you can't soar with the Eagles if you hoot with the Owls. And I believe Kenny Stabler, now sharing the same bust room as Rod Woodson, would push back. They're busts if they talk at night. Speaking of Kenny's old head coach, Nicolas Cage, if they have those conversations, he would push back. about not being able to soar with the Eagles. If hoot with the
I gotta
Owls.
say, I'm putting the Chargers on this list because they had the least amount of wins last year between these two.
Okay,
teams.
fine. You're just when the poll turns out to be 80% Chargers, and then
I don't think that's gonna happen.
okay, very good. Jim's gonna plus them up 7.
I think you're crazy. You're crazy.
Jim's plussing them up 7.
The Chargers are going 12-5.
Hey, anything's possible.
Angels, if you're quiet enough, you can hear the Angels' voices singing from across the street because of who's back practicing across the street for our neighbors. All right, we'll take a break. 844-204-RICH, number to dial. Overreaction Monday. There it is.
I was waiting on that.
That was the Tebow. We got a new one.
That was Tebow.
Were you searching for that for the last 90 seconds, Mike?
No, that's an
Okay.
easy one.
What is that labeled?
What is it labeled?
Angel Ah.
Angel Ah.
Angel Ah. How many A's and Ah? How many H's?
There's an A-H-H.
Yeah.
Great job.
Angel Ah.
Good job, Mike.
Hoskins left.
Maybe that's what Jim needs to voice it.
Like that.
All right. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.